Lauren Barnes, and I'm the Communications and Marketing Director at the East Texas Food Bank. So the East Texas Food Bank covers 26 East Texas counties. I believe it's the largest nonprofit in East Texas. Obviously, food insecurity, it's a basic privilege that everyone should have access to healthy, nutritious food. I was a young single mom, so having to go through some of these benefits programs that we have programs that help people get on. I've firsthand been there of being a food insecure individual. So just doing, my part to be able to give back to the community has been really important. March hit and the pandemic went full force. So then all my work really transitioned to this emergency response, and as our distribution models and how just the East Texas Food Bank was responding to COVID-19, how can I communicate that across 26 East Texas counties?
My name is Dwayne Washington. I'm from Tyler, Texas. Originally been here all my life. Since this virus came up, I had to take in my daughter and my grandchildren. So we're all staying together, and I'm retired, and my wife is retired. So the only somebody working in the household is my daughter, and we have those grandkids over there, and it's been hectic, but we're making it. Okay, the apartment that she was living in, okay, she was already struggling to try to make it with the apartment before this happened. Okay, and then when this happened, the work hours were reduced, and we just decided to move out of the apartment and come over there because put the funds together and kind of make it. Okay, you have to do what you have to do. So I took them into my house. There's a story about the little ant. He always putting away for the cold weather. So this is something that we just take into consideration now, that because things like this happen and it may come again. So my thing is try to be prepared the best you can for the next time.
So just in April, we saw a 47% increase in the families that we've served from last year. So in total in March and April, it's been almost 80,000 families that we've been able to serve with 4.5 million meals.
From my enterprise, about 45 minutes, because we live far away and in the countryside. That's why it's hard for us to get some food, and our income is not really good. So that's why buying food is there's some problem.
So if you think about after-school snacks or our backpack program through the local schools, those programs were no longer needed while schools were doing all virtual and distance learning, but there was still a great need and even an increased need. So we've had to change to events like today, to drive-through events. So as you can see behind me, there's cars that just line up. We limit person-to-person contact, and you're able to actually stay in your car and still get the items that you need.
I'm Specialist Jackson, the Texas Army National Guard. Back in 2017, I did Harvey, and I spent 2.5 weeks down there helping people out and doing search and rescue. So these missions are nice for me. I like doing them. We got called up in March for activation, and then they brought us here, and we went to the food bank, got acquainted with the East Texas Food Bank and their process. We've been building food boxes for the past month and a half, 2 months, and as well as distributing food to different areas around East Texas. The National Guard helps not only in a military aspect, but in natural disasters and emergencies. So it's been good for me. I like doing stuff like this and helping communities.
So we have been seeing a lot of first-time families that are coming to the food bank or our partner agencies, and it's really disheartening because just with all of the layoffs, or if you think about the local families that they may have 5 kids and they rely on free and reduced meal programs at school, that's no longer an option. So we're seeing a lot of these families, a lot of our young college students that don't have access to meals at their campus, or maybe they were in the service industry and weren't able to work for 2 months. So a lot of those first-time clients that they never thought they would be in a position to need food assistance, and here they are.
Regina Rush.
Sarah Jeter. This is my grandmother. I'm from Tyler.
And I'm from Chapel Hill.
A bunch of the smaller food banks are closing, and there's a church I normally go to that's not been open in over a month. A lot of the smaller ones are closing down, I guess, because of the COVID. They just don't have the resources, I guess, to do it. I'm not able to work. I have to stay at home with my kids, so it's a lot. It's a lot of stress, but we make it.
My name's Jim Noble, and I'm on the board of directors for the food bank. I've been on the board for maybe 9 months now. Yeah. And just trying to help the community. I'd served on some other nonprofit boards in the past and was done with that service and was looking for a new opportunity. And Dennis Colenine does such a wonderful job with the food bank. It's a real pleasure to serve on that board. I've been distributing food here at the fairgrounds. This is maybe my fourth Friday to do that, and I've been helping distribute food at Caldwell Elementary School during the lunch hour. And it's just like it is today. I'm sure you'll take a camera shot of people in their cars wrapped up all the way back to Front Street. The demand is just staggering, and all these people come here. You lean in, you talk to them, you get a name with a face. You can see that they're a little desperate and that the need is real, and that they're so grateful to get the support the food bank is able to give. I just think people need to understand the depth and the breadth of the impact of this virus and the job losses. And I don't think we all realize what a big part of our economy is people that are on relatively low hourly wages, and that they don't have a lot of money, and they're kind of living week to week, month to month, and when that job disappears, they're really in a bad way, and it's a lot of people that live that way. And so that's become more real to me, having gone through this experience. When the economy takes a serious downturn, they're just that one paycheck away from being in real trouble with their rent, with their food.
At the East Texas Food Bank, we've kind of called our COVID-19 response One Less Worry. So maybe it is that family of 5 that they no longer have those free meals and snacks at school. Oh gosh, that's one more worry. Not only do I have to worry about homeschooling my kids, taking care of the bills, getting my own personal work done, but now there are these additional meals on top of it. So how can we as the East Texas Food Bank provide one less worry for our neighbors in need during this time? So everyone is grateful for any of the items that they get, but the ones that I see people get the most excited about are the eggs and the milk, and then the fresh produce. So a lot of the time there's a misconception with food pantries that, oh, they just do rice and beans and bread, and it is so much more than that. So even the emergency food boxes that we do have shelf-stable food items, but those are still going to be your whole grain pastas and meats and your canned fruits and vegetables. So even if it's shelf stable, they're still healthy items. And then of course, anytime we've got those fresh items, so the eggs, the milk, the produce, everyone gets really excited about those. And what's really been heartwarming is it is a scary, it is an unprecedented time, and we're gonna feel the effects of this for months to come. So even as things start to open back up, there's still gonna be people that need food, and there's still gonna be the long-term effects from it. So it is definitely a marathon, not a sprint.
Those of us who still enjoy the benefit of a regular paycheck, we need to be able to help our neighbors. And in a big way, I think people in Tyler have done that.